right, guys. So listen, this is a pretty controversial topic, but I feel that it's time to make this video, okay? And I don't agree with this advice, or I didn't agree with this advice rather, a couple of years ago, but now I think it's very, very important, okay? If you are an older man, like, I don't know, over 30, let's say, and you don't have a lot of experience, like you got slim, you bang like one chick or zero, maybe you're a virgin, or maybe, you haven't had much luck with women in your life. You're 42, 45, or you're just like very, very inexperienced. Maybe you've even been with 4 or 5 women, but you feel inexperienced, right? Because sometimes the feeling inexperienced, it's like it's a feeling and it's not like quantifiable, okay? For example, a guy who's had 0 women, he might be like, hey, listen, I've had 0 women, I'm like 39 years old, and I know I'm inexperienced. Another guy can have slept with 10 women, and he's like, I feel inexperienced. You get what I'm saying? He's had the results of those 10 women, or he's maybe even had 2 or 3 or 4 girlfriends, but he still feels deep inside of himself that, hey, at the core of it, I know I'm inexperienced. I know I don't know much about sex or much about women or much about anything, okay? And so that's what we want to talk about today. And so the advice is this. If you're inexperienced with women, I want you to lie. And this is why I said in the beginning of the video that I didn't agree with this many, many years ago, but now I do, because I've grown older and I've grown wiser. And if you're like above 30 and you're telling women like, hey, listen, I have had sex with 0 people or 1 woman, or, I don't know anything about anything. Like, women are just going to think to themselves, like, what have you done with your life? Okay. Now, I'm not here to judge you. You can tell me, hey, bro, listen, hey, Jay, whether you're my client or my friend or just somebody on YouTube, you can say, you can come to me, okay? And you can come to my community and you can say, hey, I haven't been with anybody and I'm 42, and we're all going to give you a pat on the back and say, let's turn that around, bro, okay? But we're not going to judge you, right? But the women that you meet on dates, they're going to judge you, because it's in their best interest to judge you. Because if they then decide to have children with you or sleep with you or spend time with you, or, spend time, energy, effort into you, okay, they have to judge males, because they're constantly getting texted by other men. Men are approaching them. Men want to date them. Men want to spend time with them. And so they have to judge who am I going to go out with, okay? And so imagine this. Imagine that the girl is the employer, okay? So let's, put her in the power position. Imagine that she's the employer, okay? And you are somebody coming on a job interview, okay? And it's not just you, it's another person. So you're 2 people, okay? And the girl, the employer, likes both of you, okay? But one of the guys says, hey, this is my first time trying something like this. I'm not that experienced. I don't know much about this, but I'm like willing to work. And the other guy comes in and says, hey, I got this in the bag. I've done this before. I know my shit. You know what I'm saying? Who is she gonna pick? The employer, right? If both have the same qualifications, she's interested in both equally the same, she's gonna go with the one who's like, yo, I've done this before. I know what I'm doing. I'm here to ace this job. And so when you meet women, whether you're there for real or whether, let me slow it down. Whether you have experience for real or whether you don't have experience at all, or whether you feel inexperienced, what you should do, what is the proper thing to do, okay? For real, like hand on the heart, what's the most proper thing to do is to say, I got this shit. Not just I got this shit. It's like, I run this shit. I know what I'm doing. I run this shit. I run this motherfucker, okay? To come in with that attitude, whether you feel inexperienced or you have no experience, because you have nothing to lose, okay? And for every woman that you meet and that you spend time with, where you go like, hey, I got this, I've been here before, I've done this before, I'm experienced when it comes to sex and this and that, whatever it is, for every woman that you do that with, what's going to happen? More women are going to be with you, and then you're actually eventually going to have the experience. So it's kind of like fake it till you make it. It's not kind of like, it is fake it until you make it, okay? And this is also something that women do. A lot of women do this to men as well every single day. They pretend to be good girls when they're not. You know what I'm saying? Or they position themselves to be in a certain way. And then when you start to date them, you figure out they're not really like that. And so this is something that humans do. Humans try to highlight their best qualities, but if they don't have any good qualities, they add some and then they quantify those qualities. So they bring in random qualities they don't even have, and then they blow them up and quantify them and send them out to space in a rocket. Say, you know what I mean? And they're like, I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about that. Just rack up experience, okay? So don't be open about that, because if you're open about having low experience as you're getting older, it just shows like, what have you done with your life? Like, no chicks have liked you, and you've not been successful in the past. Like, nobody's been interested in you. You've been, a bit of a nobody your whole life. And for me, if you write that in the comment below, I'm going to send you nothing but love and support. Of course, you can come to me and say, I'm 50 years old, no experience. I got your back. You know what I'm saying? My community, the people in my comments, like we support each other. No problem. You know what I'm saying? But when you go out, when you go to a club, to a bar, you go on a date, whether it's from Tinder or Bumble or Day Game, whatever, when you meet a woman, you better believe she's not on your side like that. She's there judging you, thinking to herself, should I spend more time with this guy? And if you tell her, hey, I'm inexperienced, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know what's going on, never had an experience in my life, like I'm 39 and I'm just starting dating, I've been a virgin my whole life, like, bro, you're just doing nothing but a disservice to yourself. So that's all I had to say in this video. If you like this video, like the goddamn video, comment down below, subscribe, and I see y'all, my playboys, in that next video. Peace.